Hi. Now, I've been told I have to talk to you. Your name's Coleman, yeah?
That's
Pleased
right,
to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, well, obviously we're here today about this incredible case of Kevin Lane and injustice. I mean, what's your involvement in it then, Coleman?
Well, I met Kevin in prison, and you know he's full every week while he's been away, every day.
It's over 17 years now.
17 years. I spent quite a bit of time with Kevin. I spent a lot of time in prison myself, and he's just been trying to get access to justice, basically. And he's been trying to access documents which have been denied him for years, and his systematic denial.
Sure.
The Freedom of Information Act has been thoroughly abused by the authorities in his case, and it was in my own case, so I can understand where he's coming from.
Sure.
They just sort of stop you. When they see you moving in a certain direction, they put the brakes on you.
Right. So what sort of information, I mean, within reason, that you can tell us? I mean, what sort of information is it actually what we would deem as evidence?
Well, what the information is, if you've given an alibi and they've found a witness that can corroborate that,
yeah,
they are legally bound to produce it so that you can use it in your defence.
Sure.
But they don't.
Right.
They keep it in the back office, basically.
Right.
So
okay.
Other information is obviously people they've questioned, and their alibis ain't too good, but they keep that away so you can't say, well, what about them? You know what I mean? It's that sort of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And
well,
it's very damaging.
And I mean, obviously, we were the first to admit Kevin was no angel at the end of the day, but he's always categorically denied any involvement in
this. He's a fiery young man, but that doesn't make
and a
him
boxer.
What he is. Yeah, a boxer. Yeah, that's what he is. He doesn't use weapons or anything like that.
No.
He's a good boxer, and he's proud of his physical fitness and everything like that.
Sure.
And I've never seen him hit anybody with it. You know, there's lots of rows going on in prison.
Sure.
I've never seen him have a fight in there, actually.
No.
But people respect him because of his fitness and everything like that. He doesn't have to.
No.
Obviously, I haven't been with him all the time.
No,
But
sure.
he's not a violent man in the way of weapons. That's what that I've seen.
And I mean, obviously, a lot of this case seems to be tarred with this evidence that was produced by the policeman who was in charge of it all, who has since, I understand, actually also gone into prison for corruption and other charges. Is that correct?
Theft himself, he stole money and everything. But where in his position as a policeman, he's believed in front of a man with a conviction. So it's very hard to build a case against that sort of man. Doesn't matter how corrupt he is. But his colleagues know he's corrupt because the things that happen, they know what goes on. And they've let him get away with it for years. And now, because they've let him get away with it, another person's been murdered by the person who really did the first thing what Kevin's charged with, you know. Wow. Exactly the same MO.
Yeah.
You know.
It's amazing. So, I mean, obviously, the basis of this now is that obviously if you get the petition in, try and speed up the appeal process, bring this new evidence out. Now is it true to say this policeman originally is out of the equation, in effect, I guess, is he? Because if he's actually in prison himself, he's out of the equation.
Well, it all depends what weight they give to his evidence still.
Right.
See, you don't know how the judges look at it. So judges, when you go in there, they don't say, oh, sorry, you should have done this. They say, did you have a fair trial? That's what they look at first.
Right.
Were you in a position to put this information at the trial?
Yeah.
And you say, well, yeah, that's enough for us. Doesn't matter what's going on behind the scenes that you didn't know about.
Yeah.
So you have to be very good and strong in the new evidence you bring.
Sure. And that's what obviously the family and his friends are trying to bring together.
So when you under the freedom of information try to access this information, and they block it to you for years.
Yeah.
You know, then that's what the fight is. That's why people fight for years.
It's for someone who's ignorant of this type of thing, I suppose like most of us are, it just seems incredible. I mean, imagine somewhere like Britain, that's a free state, etc., etc. To actually hear of this, obviously things are going to go wrong occasionally, but for somebody who allegedly, like Kevin, who's been locked up for all that time, for something he's categorically always maintained he was innocent of. And now the evidence of this police officer has to be under scrutiny because he's been proven to be, a bad boy, let's say.
Well, he's stop at nothing, basically.
Yeah. So the plan obviously now is get it going, get the appeal and get him out, I guess.
And hopefully they give him a fair hearing, you know what I mean? Because, lots of people, millions of guys in prison, oh, I'm innocent. They say, oh, you're all innocent.
Yeah.
I myself, personally, I fought 12 years to try to get evidence, but it was denied me.
Sure.
You know, so it's not easy to get it, I tell you.
No.
So,
But you now feel between you all, you have enough of it to bring back to
well, Kevin is very confident. I went to visit him a few weeks ago, and he's very, very confident. You know, and his legal team, barristers are confident. But that confidence is not the judge. The fella in there, he's seen it a million times.
Yeah.
And they're very, very hard to get them to believe that a police officer could be so corrupt. You know,
Well,
they rely on them to keep the law.
Well,
as
sure.
we all do,
Yeah.
you know. We need the police.
So you're
But
fighting
we need
a tough
honest
old
police.
battle.
Yeah, we need honest police, mate. You know, if they catch a criminal, he's got his hands in the till, catch him, good luck. They don't make it up, you know what I mean?
Sure.
That's the killer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we wish you well. We hope
Thank
it all
you.
goes well.
Sorry.
Keep the campaigning
Oh,
going.
well, we
Good
will.
luck,
Yeah.
and we'll
Okay.
hope today's
All right,
good, and we'll get him out soon.
Good.
See you later.
All right,
Thanks a
cheers.
lot.